So what brings you in today?
I see white people.
Okay, how about in a picture? Can you show me a picture of where you see white people?
Sure, right here.
I see a black woman.
And that's what most people say to me, but I know I'm not crazy.
Okay then. What does a black person look like?
This is a black woman.
Why do you see the opposite of what most people see?
Because I know the race definition according to the Office of Management and Budget, the Office of Personnel Management, the global definition adopted by all countries under ACROA, the U.S. Census, the U.S. Department of Education, and the CDC.
Well, if that's true...
It is true. It is a confirmed fact that is being ignored, just like you just did by saying, if it is true.
What do they define as a white person or a black person?
White, a person having origins in any of the original peoples of Europe, the Middle East, or North Africa. And black African American is a person having origins in any of the black racial groups of Africa. And there are no black racial groups of Africa. Doctor, not only do the U.S. Department of Education, the U.S. Census, and the CDC define it, we are all agreeing to it by doing commerce, agreeing to these terms. If you had to assess your patients by race, you are allowed to determine their race by visual observation. This is on the National Institute of Health, Race, and Ethnicity guidance. I am white. Are you going to mark me down in this assessment as one of your white patients?
You don't look white to me, but I don't want to make you uncomfortable with something you feel so strongly about.
If you made a visual observation that I am black after me telling you that I am white, and giving you my SF-181 that I faxed off to the OMB where I marked white, you would have committed a felony, not hurt my feelings.
A felony? What do you expect people to do?
Obey OMB Directive 15. On January 18, 2021, the American Psychiatric Association, and on October 29, 2021, the American Psychologists Association apologized for their practice of racism in their profession. Both associations admit that they did not support the mental health of the so-called black people and are now committed to healing the mental psyche of all dark-skinned people. Psychologists and psychiatrists told black people that they were taking things too personally and that they were imagining being oppressed and that they needed to get over it and that they were narcissistic to think that they were victims of discrimination. Remember when you psychiatrists prescribed drugs that made matters worse and told so-called black people that they just needed to pull themselves up by their bootstraps? Remember all that support you gave so-called black people when they finally came to your couches? When you look at their condition overall, have you and those in your profession helped so-called black people?
No.
I appreciate your honesty. Psychiatrists and psychologists must tell their dark-skinned patients that they are white. Without doing that, their public apology means nothing. Their plan of remedy for dark-skinned people is to tell black people that they are white. This will heal their generational trauma trapped in their DNA. Telling them that they are white will lift this illusionary spell on the planet that they are under.
What is pale supremacy?
Pale supremacy is an illusionary power system made of and for pale beings, genetically recessive beings who deliberately misidentified themselves as white, who are from another star constellation when they are in fact pale lepers, genetic mutations from Aldebaran and Pleiades. Can a genetic mutation be better than an original gene?
No.
Can a genetic mutation create an original gene?
No.
This is why the Adam and Eve story is all lies, which is also part of pale supremacists, because two pale people cannot create a carbonite. All around us are lies of pale supremacy, driving the dark-skinned people mad to where they take on the madness and the mindset of their oppressor. They identify with their oppressor's mindset so much that they will fight to protect them, even though it brings their own demise.
Yes, I am familiar with Stockholm Syndrome.
Will you tell your dark-skinned patients that they are white?
Yes, because I see it is the solution. And because the US government has allowed people to self-identify, I have to accept this as a remedy for Black patients. Is brought to you thanks to Chief Nanya Shabuel, TM Plenipotentiary of Turtle Island, Magister and Right of the UK, the Commonwealth, and the planet called Earth. Our plenipotentiary highlights the American Psychological Association apology in his 5-day comment, number 175, and the American Psychiatric Association's apology in his 5-day comment, number 178. Pale Supremacy NFT Blockchain.